2009, Kanye West walked into Nike HQ with a wild idea: sneakers that would rival Air Jordans. A decade later, Yeezy was worth over $1.5 billion. But by 2022, it all collapsed in the blink of an eye. Canceled deals, billion-dollar losses, silence. So, what really happened? This is not just the story of a shoe. This is the rise and the reason behind the fall of one of fashion's most controversial empires. And trust me, it's deeper than you think. Before Yeezy ever existed, Kanye was already disrupting the music world. He just dropped Graduation in 2007, redefining hip-hop with synth-pop and stadium aesthetics. But music wasn't enough. He wanted to wear his vision, literally. Kanye had always been obsessed with fashion. In interviews, he'd say he used to sketch shoes in class. He interned at Fendi in 2009 just to learn the industry. Then came the moment that changed everything, the Nike Air Yeezy 1. You know what? Kanye became the first non-athlete to get a signature shoe deal with Nike. But there was a problem. Nike didn't pay him royalties. Kanye was furious. He publicly blasted Nike on stage. "I'm not getting no royalties, y'all just playing me." And then enters Adidas. In 2013, Kanye signed a deal with Adidas that would change sneaker culture forever. Unlike Nike, Adidas offered full creative control, royalties, and ownership of his designs. Kanye's words, "Adidas gave me a factory, Nike gave me a red October." And just like that, Yeezy was born. In 2015, Yeezy Season 1 launched in New York. Raw, military, dystopian looks. Critics mocked it, but fans, they ate it up. Then came the Yeezy Boost 350. Sleek, minimal, game changer. Celebs wore them, resellers flipped them for 5x. Drops sold out in seconds. By 2019, Yeezy was making Adidas over $1.3 billion a year. Kanye himself was estimated to earn $150 to $200 million annually from it. He once tweeted, "I am the head of Adidas. I am the culture." But behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Kanye started spiraling, personally and professionally. He ran for president in 2020, divorced Kim Kardashian, and began posting erratic rants on Twitter and Instagram. But the tipping point came in 2022. He made anti-Semitic comments publicly, tweeted "DEFCON 3 on Jewish people," refused to apologize. Adidas, under mounting pressure, waited. But eventually, on October 25, 2022, they ended the partnership. Just like that, Yeezy was shut down. Within days, Kanye's net worth plummeted. Forbes officially removed him from the billionaire list. Adidas lost an estimated $1.3 billion in unsold Yeezy inventory. Gap and Balenciaga, both of which had deals with Kanye, also cut ties. And for a fact, Balenciaga wiped him from all campaigns overnight. So where does that leave Yeezy? Despite the implosion, the sneakers remain iconic. Even after Adidas ended the deal, they resumed selling leftover Yeezys in 2023, donating some profits to anti-hate causes. Kanye, meanwhile, has stayed mostly silent. Some fans still support him. Others say the brand will never recover. But here's the deeper question. Was Yeezy Kanye's masterpiece or his biggest mistake? Yeezy was never just about shoes. It was Kanye's way of screaming to the world, "I don't just make music, I build empires," and he did. But ego, rage, and controversy burned it to the ground. It's a story of unfiltered genius clashing with uncontrolled chaos. If there's one thing to take from this story, it's this: creative freedom is powerful, but without humility and discipline, it becomes self-destruction. Kanye West changed fashion, but the same fire that made Yeezy glow was the fire that burned it down. And maybe, just maybe, there's still another chapter to be written. If you were given full control over a billion-dollar brand, would you protect it or risk it all to stay real? Let me know in the comments. And if you love stories that make you think, this is The Rise and the Reason, where we dig deep into the legends, the lessons, and the legacy. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because the next story, it might just change how you see the world.